Game over. The board is cleared, the pieces are frozen in place, and the last move has been made. They never saw it coming. They thought you were blind, they thought you were weak, they thought you were too slow to see the strategy. But Spirit had been showing you everything, and when the time came, you placed your hand on the board and declared, "Checkmate." This was not a sudden strike. It was not impulsive or reckless. This was years in the making. You endured, you tolerated, you gave space for peace. You let them run their schemes unchecked for a long time. And while they thought they were dancing in the shadows unseen, your eyes were wide open, guided by the spirit that never misses. You saw the lies without hearing the words. You felt the betrayal without being in the room. You understood the deception without needing evidence, because truth is not hidden from the spirit, and the spirit was walking beside you through it all. That is why the moment came when you could no longer allow the game to continue. They mistook your silence for weakness. They mistook your patience for blindness. They thought you were easy prey, but they never understood the depth of your wisdom. You were not playing their game. You were watching it unfold until the moment of truth. And when you spoke, your words shattered the illusion. Betrayal always carries arrogance. They thought they could outsmart what was divinely connected. They thought they could hide their hands while throwing stones. But no one escapes spirit. No one deceives the divine. While they were plotting in secret, the revelation was already planted in your heart. Every whisper against you was carried back to you by the winds of intuition. Every action in the dark was illuminated by the light of discernment. They thought they had buried the evidence, but spirit showed you the roots. They thought you were blind, but your vision stretched beyond walls and miles. You chose not to expose them too early. You chose not to disrupt the peace for the sake of mutual connections. You held your tongue, not because you didn't know, but because timing is everything. And when the final piece moved into place, when their pride revealed itself openly, that's when you made your final declaration. Checkmate. They were stunned, not because you walked away, but because you knew. You knew what was said behind your back, what was done behind closed doors, what was plotted when you were absent. You knew without witnesses, and in that knowing, their power collapsed. The truth is, they never understood who they were dealing with. They underestimated the one who carried spirit, the one who walked under divine alignment, the one whose eyes never truly closed. To them, it was a game of manipulation. To you, it was a test of endurance. And in the end, endurance won. Now they are left in disbelief. They replay every move, trying to understand how they lost so decisively. But the truth is, they never stood a chance. When spirit is your guide, no deception can prevail. When divine truth walks with you, every